I realized I had the wrong microphone. Incredible greetings. Hello, everyone. Incredible greetings. How are you guys doing? All right. So, as you can see on the screen, we are going to talk about sublimation and the best way to get like the best colors, the most vibrant results, the safest results, because I know a lot of people are worried about the dreaded sublimation fumes and whether or not it is toxic and like the smells and things that you get when you're sublimating. We're also going to address some things such as, is 400 degrees too high? Does temp and time really matter? Also, one of the other major things in a lot of groups where heat presses are involved is heat tape, and whether or not the yellow or amber tape, like all of them are just horrible. They stain, they leave all types of marks. So we're going to see, is it just that tape that you're using? Maybe it's the temp and time that you're using. So maybe if it's too high, maybe that's what's causing it. So we're going to dive into all of that right now. What I need for you guys to do, if you are watching live right now, or if you're watching the playback, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I need for everyone that is watching right now to drop a hey, how you doing? Drop an emoji. I see you guys on my end. It shows like this, but I know that you're dropping an emoji. So thank you so very much. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know where you are watching from. That is my city girl, period. Okay. Hello, hello. Incredible greetings. And hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. So make sure that you guys are, you can share it out, comment, like the video, tag a friend, guys. I promise you, this is a little lunchtime live. It's going to be very informative. If you are not on this live, hey, blame YouTube for not giving notification, blame Facebook for not giving notification. So you need to make sure that you have your settings set to see all. We need to be see first. If you just have us on the default, you may not always get those notifications, and you're going to miss a live opportunity to just see it live, ask your questions and things of that nature. A free live opportunity. Okay. But if you happen to have seen this and you just kind of bypassed it, thinking it's just another old video, hey, you're probably going to miss out. You always want to at least check in with your girl and see what the live video is going to be about. I did use a lot of the @everyone, @followers, and things like that. So if you have that turned off, it's probably why you didn't get the notification as soon as we went live at 12 noon on December 15th. Okay. But we're going to get right into this, guys. All right. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's go ahead and head over to the heat press. Uh-oh, what happened? There we go. All righty. So let's head on over to the heat press. How are you guys doing today? If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap 2 times. Let me put 2 clap emojis in the chat. So I'm going to put my microphone down right here. Hopefully it still picks up. I'm actually going to come to the other side of that. And, I almost forgot to, because I was over there, let's make sure that we have our TT set up. All right. Okay, so how is everyone? I know you can't really see me because the camera angle is like I don't want to have to move it around to get back here. But I am Shakia. We go like this. Hi, the professor of HSINK365. We are the home of Honestly Speaking. We carry sublimation paper, sublimation ink, heat tape, and those are all the things that we are going to discuss in this live demonstration. So for the very first time, in a long time, only time I go to this temperature is if I'm doing a demo such as this. So don't get used to it. And I think this is also why I'm coughing. Now, what I refuse to do I absolutely refuse to ever take my heat press to 400 degrees. So right now it's set to 396. I'm actually meant to set it to 398, but I refuse to ever do 60 seconds, like intentionally, like something like at least for fabric, like I refuse to. So we're at 58 seconds, which is going to be around the same, but it's just something about it. I just can never set. For the past 3 years, I have never set my heat press to 400 degrees or 60 seconds, like just to press to fabric or wood or metal or anything like that. Like I have not done that in 3 years and I refuse to start now. So for this demo, I want you guys to pretend that this 398 is actually 400 because that's as close as we're going to get. The 58 seconds, yeah, that's going to be 60 because that's the closest we're going to get. We don't have to use that with the product that I'm going to show you guys today. All right. But I wanted to start off here. So we're going to start off high and then I'm going to drop the temperature so that I can get off this dreadful temperature quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we're going to start here. This is the temp and time that most will tell you like you will need for sublimation. 3 years ago, I began researching and testing out so many different products, something that was worthy to put our name on, honestly speaking, because we like to speak honesty over here. We like to give you guys truthful and knowledgeable information so that you can go into your creative endeavors or go into business, your side hustle with the proper knowledge. As my good friend over on the Blank Spot would say, the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge, and you need to get the proper information and you need to properly apply that information in order to get great results and for that knowledge to be powerful. And we stand 10 toes down on that and standing completely behind the name of our business, honestly speaking. Okay, all of our products honestly speak for themselves. So what we're going to do is a little demo, all right? Because the industry will tell you to press at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I'm going to take this, which is just paper. Nothing's really on it, right? I'm going to simply press this. We're going to get right into it. You know, it was a lot of fluff, not say fluff, but you know, guys over on Facebook, YouTube. Oh, shoot, I keep saying that. I forgot I'm over here. You guys kind of got the music in the beginning, but we're going to get right into this. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this and press it for basically the equivalent of 400 degrees, 60 seconds. And I want you guys to notice something about this paper once it comes out. So this is nothing but butcher paper that is on my platen. That's all that's on my platen is just butcher paper. The butcher paper, this is it, not pressed. So you guys can see the color on there, okay? So with the first question that I asked you guys, does heat and time really matter? Is 400 degrees the best setting and 60 seconds? Is that the best setting for sublimation? So you got to kind of wait. 60 seconds is a really long time. Even at 58 seconds, that is a really, 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 really long time. What do you guys think is going to happen with pressing your substrate or even just pressing this paper at 400 degrees for 60 seconds? What do you guys think is going to happen to my paper? Do you think nothing will happen? Do you think, oof, Lord Jesus. For those, okay, I need a show of hands. Who still uses 400 degrees? How do y'all stand in your room? Like y'all are talking about the fumes, the smell. I promise you it's because of where you have that heat press set too, especially when you have those cheaper heat presses. Oh my gosh, that smell, pressing that smells burnt. This is nothing but a sheet of paper. And look at what it did, okay? So if it's doing this to a sheet of paper with nothing on it, what do you think it's doing to your substrates? What do you think it's doing to your prints? What do you think it's doing to your heat press, right? Underneath and burning that. What about your platen? And like, especially if you're like me, you have this lighter one and it, you can see stains, everything. I mean, this was just a paper on there. It went through. Okay, let me show you the Actually, we might go like this. You can see the difference in the color. This was not heated. This was heated. So look at that. Through this paper, this one is yellow. So what do you think it's doing to your substrates? What do you think it's doing to your substrates? Make sure that you guys go ahead, double tap the screen, give the video a like, tag a friend. I'm telling y'all, this is about to be some really great information for you. So that's just an example, right? Just a quick example of what will happen. All right, the next thing that I'm going to test out for you guys is the, oh wait, where did I put everything? I moved everything over here, but, oh, it's right here. The next thing that I'm going to basically test out, oh wait, I didn't realize there was ink on here. A lot of people, like, I gotta change this because that's gonna mess up my heat press because it's not fully covered. I see, you know, in a lot of places, a lot of communities on the Little Blue app that there are, and I knew that was going to happen. They suppressed me because I said the name. That they don't like to use the amber ink. Who here despises the yellow tape? Who here despises this because you feel like it's going to leave mark? Well, you've purchased some from that A to Z place and it's left marks for you. Who has had some bad tape? Yep, burn. It will smell. It will burn. Discoloration from the heat. Exactly. All right, so I got a couple over there that says they don't. All right, I'm going to take these pieces of tape, right? And at my most hated setting, it will leave marks every time. Jabbar, I guarantee you, it's only the heat tape that you are using. Okay, I guarantee you, it's only the heat tape that you are currently using. If you go ahead and click on the cart, well, the little pinned item, this is going to be the best heat tape for you. All right. So I'm just going to reset real quick because I'm going to take this little bite and repost it, right? So hello, everybody. I am Shakia, the professor of HSINK365. And right now we are going to do a demonstration of our yellow or amber heat tape that that our company provides, that we sell, and see if it's going to leave a mark. Right now we are going to press this at the equivalent of 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Right now we're at not a really high pressure. It's only at a pressure of 1. I'm going to do it the next time where I'm going to increase the pressure to see if that makes a difference. We're also going to do this test at our recommended settings for our sublimation paper, which is 365, 30 seconds. All right. This is extremely hot coming off of the heat press at such a high heat at such a long time. And this fabric is flattened. So I'm going to take this off. And it's much harder to take off when it is pressed that high. I want you guys to remember how I'm pulling this off now at 460 seconds compared to when we do it at 365 for 30. Oh my gosh, come on now. And see, this sucks for somebody that doesn't have nails. Anybody else struggle with getting your heat tape off? All right, so those are the 2 spots. And you can clearly see it because of the pressure. Our heat tape leaves absolutely no staining. There is no staining, no marking. as much as I try to let people know this in those communities on that little blue app, because it's my company, they think that, oh, I'm trying to, like, it's just self-promo. I'm actually trying to help, but they think that it's self-promo. So when you're trying to let people know that there's a better option out there, they think that, you know, like they block it, they delete it and stuff like that. So I'm showing you guys in real time, this is not edited, that our heat tape does not stain, does not mark. And we offer it in 6 different sizes, and they all serve different purposes. Yes, you can use the clear one, you can use the green one, the blue one, but most of those only come in one size. And depending on what you're using or like what substrate you're using for sublimation, how wide it is, how thick it is, you're going to need different weight, like different widths of heat tape. We have 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3, 4, and 6 inches. And every last one of them is just like this that you just saw. This is our 1 inch tape. It does not stain, does not mark. And that was at 400 degrees, 60 seconds. All right. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put this back down. I'm only going to do one because this is messed up. I'm going to do it without, you know, to see, hey, what is it? Because maybe it didn't because there was a protective barrier. I'm also going to increase my pressure, give it a little bit more pressure, right? So we were at 1 before. That was a little bit more resistance going down. I'm at 5 right now. So it's telling me I'm in like overload right now. So at 5, we're going to let this go for this dreaded 58 seconds. My gosh. Oh, wait, no, it did 30 seconds. I forgot I'm on custom. So I'm going to have to lift it up, put it back down again because I forgot these are technically still on 30 seconds because that's what we normally use. So I need to adjust this. Okay, there we go. See, I told you, Jabbar Wilson. I see I got a wow over here. I'm telling you, ours does not stain or mark. I have been trying my best to kind of put this out there in a lot of different places, but people always are blocking me because they feel like, because everyone else says that it stains. Everyone else says you have to do 400. This chick has to be out of her freaking mind if she thinks that you can sublimate at 365 degrees in just 30 seconds. She got to be out of her mind. Like, I don't know what she's doing. Every heat tape I use, it's yellow, it stains. There's no way. So they keep blocking me. They keep blocking me. They keep blocking me. They keep blocking me. And no one wants to hear honest truths. You want to believe what the masters say. This was directly on it. This was no cover sheet on it. Directly onto the back of the heat tape. And it still did not leave a stain. Still did not leave a stain. Okay. All right. Now that we have completed that test, let's go and do a test of prints, right? So we're going to do a whole set. They're all going to be the same. They are all marked 60 seconds, 45 seconds, and 30 seconds. And then if you guys have one that you want to just see me do just for gee whiz, we have a blank one, okay? I'll let you guys decide what we do with that one. We also have that same set at 365 for the same times. And we're going to compare them. So they all have them on there. So you'll know exactly which one belongs to like which press, okay? So with this one, we are using, honestly speaking, sublimation paper, as well as, honestly speaking, sublimation ink. This was printed with an Epson workforce printer, so a converted Epson workforce printer that uses pigment ink. So you get different results if you are using an EcoTank printer that uses dye-based inks. It does not matter whose ink you are using. Sublimation ink is not designed to match the color profile of dye-based inks. It is made to match the color profile of pigmented inks if you are converting it. Of course, if it is a true sublimation printer, it has its own color profile. All right. So this is one printed from the Epson 7210. So you would get the same results with our ink and paper as this if you are printing to any workforce printer or any ET 16600, 16650. If you are using an EcoTank printer, Can you still use it? Yes. Will you still get great, vibrant results? Yes. However, your colors may end up being a little bit off because those, not because of the products, it's not because of any fault of ours. No one can ever guarantee you completely accurate colors when you're using those EcoTank printers. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what profile they tell you. Based off of how the ink is made, you will never, ever, 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 ever get prints from a workforce printer and an EcoTank printer to match. And your colors could be off unless you are using a color chart and you are filling in the colors yourself. All right. So we're going to put the first one down for 60 seconds. Our paper is, our paper does not bleed. Okay. So I do not need to put any type of cover sheet on this paper. I normally don't take down either. But for the sake of this demonstration, and once again, showing the yellow tape, we're going to go ahead and just put that down just so that it's there. And we're going to press this. I want to use a fresh sheet of butcher paper. The reason why is I want you guys to see what's going to be left on the butcher paper and why you might be having issues when it comes to your sublimation shirt and feeling like you have to put a piece of cover paper, butcher paper, parchment paper, whichever one you use, in between your prints. I'm going to cover this part up because I don't know what that pink part is. So I'm just going to cover that part up. Okay. And we're going to press this. I'm going to take this down. 5 was just way too high. So we're going to go ahead and press this. So we're at a pressure of about 3. I should probably left it at 5 because then you'll see like you're actually applying too much pressure to your substrates. So we're going to have to wait this really, really long, 60 seconds. Go ahead, drop any questions that you guys may have. I use HSINK tape. I have no issues. I've never tried any other tape, so I'm biased with my opinion. I have had some bad tape before, but not anymore because she gets it from HSINK. HSINK products for the win. Thank you, guys. So what can we do for 60 seconds? Because I'm used to this being done by now, so I don't even know what to do. Thank you, Edward, for the follow. I don't even know what to do. Like, I would not know what to do with myself sitting here waiting for 60 seconds for my project to be done. All right. So we're going to make this one because we're doing all of them at that. So we're going to make this one. Actually, let's just click up here. We're going to make this one 45. And then this should already be set to 30. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go to the 45 one next. So that paper, that paper burned. Actually, I was hoping that it would go through more, but it didn't. Actually, yeah, it is. Nope, I can see it. I was going to say I don't see it, but I do. So I think I'm going to do the next time, because I think you can't see it on the paper. I'm going to put another piece of fabric because I can see it. I'm going to put another piece of fabric under here. So here is what the paper looks like. Okay. As you can tell, like, I'm not sure if the lighting is really letting you see it, but you're going to see it afterwards. My paper is burnt. So at some point, it stopped just sublimating and it started actually burning the paper. So if you're someone that does tumblers and you're getting a bunch of burns, it might be the paper that you're using also. Also with this, man, I wish you guys could see this in person. I cannot wait until we host this in-person sublimation class. Is it next week? No, the week after next. The one that we're doing in person, because you guys have to see this in person. I don't think the camera is going to really show. Like, I don't think you guys are going to see it. It's blurry. It's not vibrant. Maybe once we have the other ones next to it, or I take a picture, you guys will get to see that it's actually, it blurred the edges a little bit, and it's not super vibrant. This is over sublimated. This is completely over sublimated at 400 degrees, 60 seconds. Okay. Man, I wish y'all can really, really see this. All right, but we're going to put this down, right? We're going to go ahead, just tape that like that. I'm going to grab a piece of, I'm just going to put another piece of fabric under here, okay? Because we're about to do another 400 degrees. Technically 398, because like I told you, I refuse to put my heat press on 400 degrees. So we're going to go like this, right? So the next one that we're going to do is 400 degrees, 45 seconds to see if there's a difference, okay? I don't know what's on the back of this, all right? No butcher paper. Don't really need any tape. We're going to see if it goes or anything like that. We're going to go ahead and just close that, all right? She's like, I will get my tape on Saturday so that I can be on the no stain train. I like that. No stain train. I like that. All right, guys, y'all got to give me something to do. Ask me a question. I need something to do for this god-awful 45, 60 seconds. What custom items are being ordered the most for Christmas? I can't answer that because I mainly instruct. We have our product. So for me, what's mainly being ordered for Christmas, people are putting, honestly speaking, sublimation paper on their Christmas list, and they're giving this to Santa because they want the best sublimation paper and ink for Christmas. So for me, it's going to be paper. But for everybody, it's different. Like, I know what you're trying to ask. So for everybody, it is technically different based on your demographic. I am actually a person where I don't like all of the custom like Christmassy stuff, other than maybe like a shirt that is like a family shirt, or like the matching pajamas, matching shirts, like when you get together with family, stuff like that. Some people will say ornaments. Great stocking stuffers are tumblers. So a lot of people are selling tumblers. They don't have to have Christmas on it unless you are gifting it to somebody who really, 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 really just loves Christmas time. Like, I love Hallmark Christmas movies, but I'm not like big on everything has to be like Christmas ornaments. And when I live in Miami, I ain't had a white Christmas ever in my life. So stuff like that, like, I think that is so unnatural because I see so much Christmas stuff that's actually more winter stuff. And for me, winter, it is sunny outside. It is raining. Okay, we're in winter and it was raining for the past couple of days. So I don't gravitate to what's like the natural Christmas time or winter type designs. And that would be the same for really anyone in Miami, or they may end up wanting a lot of these like Christmassy type things or winter type things because it's always hot here. So for them, it's almost like a fantasy. So it really, really, really depends on your audience and what it is that they want. Okay. All right. So this a little better. All right. So let's see. Look at what happened here. This was over sublimated. This was the bottom. This was the bottom fabric. Look at what it did. It over sublimated and the ink started to go to the one on the bottom, which means as much as you like the whole, I want full ink release, you want ink release at the right temp, right time, like the right amount to where we're not losing color. Some of you guys are trying so hard for this illusion of, oh my God, I want the paper with the best ink release. Look at I don't really advertise that. Most time if I'm saying it, other people are asking about it and I just kind of hold it up. But what we are about is getting it at the right temp, right time, so you're going to get the perfect color, the most vibrant color without over sublimating. And that's what you get when you go ahead, click on that shopping cart or go to, our location and purchase this paper. Okay. So this was at 45 seconds. And then this is this. So this is why people are having to put butcher paper in between their shirts because you are over sublimating. You're over sublimating. Okay. All right. That means I'm going to probably have to use something different. Because I only had so many of these little sheets. So I'm going to have to use something else for the other demo. So let's put this off to the side right here. And I'm going to show you all of them together, but let me grab, let's see what we need to grab. I need something so that you guys can see like that transfer. So let's see. Okay, look, I don't feel like looking. I'm just going to grab this little stove, right? Oh, wait, this is my good stove? No, this is the one that's messed up. Perfect, all right? So we're going to grab this little stove right here, and we're going to see if we're still going to get some transfer. All right. So we're going to go put our paper down. All right. I want it to be where you can see the temp and time. All right. So put our little paper down here. And we're going to press this now at 398, 30 seconds, okay? So this is the closest that we're going to get to 400 degrees because I refuse to put my heat press on 400 degrees. Make sure that you guys are giving this video a like. We should double tap the screen, tag a friend. I'm telling you, let them know this is where you want to be. This is going to be the best information for sublimation. If you are a beginner, this is hassle-free sublimation. If you get this product, it will eliminate half of the hassle that you see people complaining about in groups. You will be able to go into these groups, share your work, enjoy being in the group and seeing other people's work, and not have to worry about posting because you're always in dire need of help. You can be the person that's going to help someone because you're not always in dire need, okay? You can enjoy those groups. So once again, 400 degrees, 30 seconds. This is, and this stove is now crunchy as hell, okay? You guys are ruining your substrates. You are ruining your substrates. And that was at 30 seconds. Out of all of these, this one is the best as far as, all right, let's do this. Let me grab, I'm going to grab a sheet of paper here. I need a stiff sheet of paper. All right, so we're going to go, oh no, not you. Okay, so we're going to go 60, 45, and then 30. Okay, this one is 30. And then where did the one for 45 go? Where'd you go? I don't see it. I don't see it, but that's okay. We're going to tape all of this down. So that I can hold this up and you guys can like fully see the results, okay? And whether or not temp and time matters. All right, so I'll do these afterwards. Let's just take a look just at the results of, oh, the 45 was underneath. Let's just take a look at the results of these. Don't worry over here, okay? I'm going to focus over here. If you look, especially at like the yellow, the pink, that blue, and then when you get down, or cyan, look at how vibrant that yellow is. Look at how vibrant that yellow is. Look at the peacock, right? So her color there, she's like popping out at you. Rich colors. Look at the color here. It transferred, but is it the best? Same thing here. So I'm going to go up slow, and you're going to see that gradual transition of quality. Okay, so over here. All right. So after seeing this, are we going to still be sublimating at 400 degrees for 60 seconds? No matter, well, I can't say no matter what paper you're using, but can we see that they're like, yo, I don't want to. Who no longer wants to sublimate at 400 degrees in 60 seconds? I mean, although the 400 degrees for 30 seconds is not bad, we still had some bleed through. So we're still wasting ink. By going up to 400 degrees, that I want all my ink on my paper, that on my substrate, on my shirt, on my tumbler, that you guys love so much. Guess what? You are actually taking away from the sublimation ink or gases on your substrate when you are at 400 degrees. You are taking away. Look at how blurry that looks. At first, I thought it just wasn't focused, but no, because if you look here, and then we go here, bam, 60 seconds, 30 seconds. All right. So now, oh, shoot, all that time I was talking, y'all, I was supposed to be going back down to 30 seconds. I completely forgot. So we're going to have a little opportunity. It takes me 5 minutes to get down to 365. So you guys have 5 minutes to ask the questions that you guys have, okay? 5 minutes for us to go from 398 to 365. If you guys can share this to one of your craft communities, please do so. If you are enjoying the results of this, please share it to your craft communities. So what temper time? Oh, we're about to go over that. I'm about to show you. Now, I can't say for any paper, but I am going to show you the best paper that has the best temperature, best time to get the most ideal results, okay? Some people think just because it transfers, you successfully sublimated. But a lot of times, you are over sublimating. You can definitely tell the difference in the color and clarity of the third one. Exactly. How is the quality of the JPP Sublimation shirts? So they don't have their own brand of shirts. They use Vapor. I think, yeah, that's the brand they have is Vapor. I'm personally not a big fan of Vapor. I personally don't really care for the cotton-like shirts, and they're a little bit thin for me. Some people live by Vapor. Only ones that I use in Vapor are the ones for kids. They sub great. It's just not a quality that I personally care for, but they actually do sub very well. All right, so we have about 3 more minutes still until we get down to the ideal temperature for, honestly speaking, sublimation paper. With our paper, you can sublimate as low as 365 degrees as fast as 30 seconds with like any heat press, okay? You want to make sure, you want to temp check and make sure that the output of your heat press is 365. You want to make sure that the output is at least 365. That means for some, if you don't have a quality heat press, you may need to set your heat press a little bit higher or a little bit lower if your temperature runs lower or higher. But you definitely need a heat gun in order to test that and to confirm that. The other thing that is important when it comes to sublimation is not heavy pressure. It is going to be even pressure across that paper, avoiding any areas where it might raise up a little bit. It's not pushed all the way down. That's like your seam. Sometimes your heat press itself can be a little bit off. So you may have to overcompensate for the fact that your heat press does not have even pressure by pressing for a little bit longer. So with this particular heat press, I can do 365, 30 seconds. On my Sure Profit one, because I use that one so much for really thick awards, it's off a little bit. I can only really do things that are in the center of the heat press, and I will do it for about 40, 45 seconds, depending on what I am pressing. But you have to learn your equipment. I have done tons and tons and tons of prints using an easy press, 365, 30 seconds still, right? As long as I know that with my body weight, I'm able to apply pressure. If you, with your body weight, cannot apply the correct pressure when using an easy press, you may want to let it sit for about 40, 45 seconds just to make sure that it fully, like all the points get the required amount of like heat and time. But gone are the days of 400 degrees for 60 seconds when you go ahead, click on the shopping cart, or go to what you see on the screen to get your sublimation paper, okay? Hold on. There we go. All right, we have, oh, it says lower your platen. Okay, we are ready. Just to be on the safe side, I am going to just close this just to make sure that any residual, because it's been sitting, so even though it says it's down, it may not have completely cooled. So I'm just going to go ahead and close that just to make sure that, you know, we're good. All right. So now we're going to remove this. All right, our first test that we did with the 400 degrees for 60 seconds was how our paper came out, okay, after that time frame. Big difference, right? Big difference. Big difference. So that's the first test. We didn't get any staining at 400 degrees, 60 seconds when it came to the tape. Do you guys still want to see the tape demonstration at 365? Do you think that that would make a difference? If you want to still see it, I will do it. But we saw that it does not stain, does not mark at 400 degrees. So I can pretty much guarantee, I'll stand 10 toes down that it's not going to stain and transfer at 365 either. Okay? So there's that. Now, of course, the more you press it, you can end up with stains and stuff because you're just keep heating it, keep heating it, keep heating it, keep heating it. All right. We're going to go. Oh, I have to reset this. Hold on, because I'm not used to doing 60. So we're going to go here, and we're going to change our time to 60 seconds. Ooh, not 60, 58. That's the closest we're going to get to 60 seconds. Then we're going to go, we're going to go 45. And then the last two will remain at 30. Okay. Boom and boom. All right. I don't know what's on the back of this. I think because it hit the floor. All right. And I need my, where is my stole that I was using? Hey, where'd you go? All right. So we're going to use the stole underneath. All right. So this is at 60 seconds. All right. Actually, I'm going to add a little, because on 60 on the other one, we had a little bit of pressure. So we're going to take this up. Hopefully I didn't go too high because we're at what, like a, no, I think the 60 we didn't have pressure. The 45 we had pressure. So I'm going to take this down a little bit. So we're at, let's see. I mean, I'm still at 2. So it's a little bit of pressure. If you have any questions while we wait 60 seconds, feel free to ask, guys. This is a learning platform. We are a teaching institution. We are all about teaching, answering questions so that you guys get the proper information and knowledge. So do not hesitate to post your questions. If you are asking questions over in those, communities on that little blue app, this is where you need to be asking those questions at, okay? Thank you, The Beaded Owl, for following. Make sure that you also check out the shopping cart below if you do sublimation. We have the best, most efficient sublimation paper. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you money with the tip, the time, the lack of like needing butcher paper when you're doing shirts and things of that nature. All right. Since y'all care about the release, I want you to see that it does release in just 60 seconds. Okay. Here is our print. And with this one, it might also be this thin fabric. We do have some transfer. So I'm not going to say that there isn't. There is some transfer here from that one at 60 seconds. Okay. Remember, that is at 60 seconds. That is because we're over sublimating. We're going to take a look. Okay, I can't use this one. I'm not stuck to the vinyl that's over here. All right. We're going to tape this one down. So people always ask, well, Shakia, can I use 60 seconds still with your paper? Can you? Yes. Should you? Maybe not, but you technically can. All right. So this was 365, 30 seconds. 365, 30 seconds. I keep saying 30. I'm so used to saying 30. 365, 60 seconds. Here is comparing 365, 60 seconds to 400, 60 seconds. If you just look at the HS, okay? 365, 60 seconds. Let's look at 400, 30 seconds. This is still way more vibrant than here because you started to still over sublimate. If you look at nothing but the black of HS, you'll see the difference. So 365 at 60 seconds is still better than 400 at 30 seconds. For all of those who have Honestly Speaking products and you are afraid to at least attempt and try out our recommended settings, and you have it converted to one or the other, whether it is changing from 400 to 365 because you're just afraid. Every community says you can't do it that low, so you're either afraid of that or you are afraid of the 30 seconds. Here is 365 at 60 seconds compared to 400 degrees 30 seconds, and it's still a better quality at the lower temp. It is the power of the paper. The paper is absolutely incredible. Okay, so now we're going to do 365, 40 seconds. And these are tests that you guys can do yourself. I just got some fabric. I cut it up. I made me some little sheets, put different types of images on it, and printed them out, cut it up, and then you can just run your own test. All right, I'm going to cover up this exposed ink in the back. Uh-oh. No cover sheet required. It doesn't bleed through. Oh, come on. I may need to tape down the darn stove because it's heavy. Gravity is pulling it the other way. What am I doing? All right, so this is 45. Why is it so hard going down? Oh, I forgot to change it. They can always get our sample pack to practice, correct? Do 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 do. All right, 45. 45. This was at 60. This was at 45. This was at 60. This was at 45. Okay. So let's add this to our chart here. These colors are popping. Oh my God, that purple. Oh, M to the G. That purple, you can tell the difference from the 45 to the 60 on that purple. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I cannot wait to take like actual pictures of this because it's absolutely mind-blowing. And not just because it's my product. Like, if you've never met me before, I get stupid excited about like everything as if I've never seen this product do this before. It's not because it's mine. Like, as a lover and as a crafter, as a lover of this industry, of this skill, I get super excited about the small things every single time I see them. All right. Oh, girl, you ain't taped the top. What you doing? What you doing, girl? You ain't take the top down. Let's put this back like so, like that. Oh, what colors? Oh my gosh. Like, just seeing the way the colors are on this one compared to here, baby. Wow. Okay. Hello, through it all, I made it. Y'all, look, like, for real, for real. Look at the purple. Like, don't focus on anything else other than the purple. Look at the purple there. Look at the purple there. Purple. Purple. It is so much more vibrant. My God, on today. Look. Look. This is so rich in color. And that almost looks like, not quite lavender, but it's a lighter purple than what it should be. The details, you can actually see more of the details here, especially like down here with the really small animals. You can see more detail. It's a lot more crisp, a lot more clarity on the one that's 45 versus the one that is 60. A lot more clarity, especially on those really, really small details. She says the letter C as well. Oh, yes. That is a big difference. All right. Okay. Last for this part, but the peacock hunting. Oh my gosh. The peacock is absolutely amazing. Okay. Next one. This is just to cover up the exposed ink. We're going to take our little sheet here. That's still too high for me. I still a little bit too. I like to have it like right between 0 and 1. You really don't need heavy pressure. You just need even pressure. 60, 45, 30. 60, 45, 30. And we're going to take this. I didn't have to snatch it off. Some of y'all do these papers, y'all take it up, and y'all like, I gotta snatch this off real quick before it goes. That thing sat there moving around, everything else on there. All right, so we're gonna go like this. All right. Now, before I hold this up again, I'm going to do one because we can clear. I want to see how high I can go because as we can see here, it looks a little burnt, like it's a little brown, right? Here, it's not like, I don't know, the camera to me, if I hold it back, it's brown up here, but the paper in these areas are white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press one at 40 seconds, okay? So that one that I had that did not have no numbers on it, 365, 40 seconds. I don't know what that is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one is 40 seconds. And it does end up being somewhere in between these two. So I would say, I could have did 35 seconds. So between 35 probably been like ideal because this is starting to look a little bit like this. So between 30 and 40 seconds, no matter which heat press you have, is where it's going to be your sweet spot. Okay? That's going to be your sweet spot. All right, let's take a look. Take a look at me now. The colors are so rich on this 30-second one. So this was 365, 60 seconds. 365, 45 seconds. 365, 30 seconds. Just look at how rich and saturated these colors are. When you have a product that allows you to sublimate at the perfect temp and time to ensure that all of the ink is on your substrate and nowhere else. These all released ink, but when it released ink, it also pushed some of your ink out. So you're not maximizing the amount of ink that is on your substrate because it pushed some of it out. Even at 45, it pushed some of it out. So what is the ideal setting? This paper is hassle-free and it's going to give you the best results. You're not going, I mean, if you're doing like a lot back to back and you're using a lot of butcher paper, you're going to start to smell that burning, and that can be a scent that some people just don't really care for. But when it comes to just like having your heat press on, you're not sitting in a room where you're baking. It's just like the smell is really, really strong because you're heat press. And then the lower quality the heat press is, the way those elements are on the inside, you're working them at that temperature, it smells even worse. Now, when you have a quality heat press, it's a little bit different. Still kind of bad. Like, it had me in here, dry throat and all. But being able to drop that temperature, that means it's less electricity. You're saving money, okay? It's less time. Like, it's not going to take as long to get up to 400 degrees as it is to get up to 365 degrees. So you're going to be able to get started a lot faster. You're going to get your jobs done a lot faster. You're going to eliminate all of those extras. You know, on certain things that you're probably using a lot of heat tape on right now, you're not going to have to use all of that heat tape. If you get the 1-inch heat tape, you're also going to minimize the amount of heat tape that you are using. You're probably going through so many rolls using those really thin heat tapes and putting, I've seen some people, something like this, they're going to have heat tape all the way around it. The corners, the sides, in between. You can eliminate that. The need for butcher paper. If it is not due to exposed ink, or a product that might not say will damage your heat press, like it will melt onto your heat press, there is no need for a cover sheet. All right, I'm going to show you that. This will be the last demonstration. Where's my other piece? Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't have any more because I used my little piece down there. I don't have any more. All right, I'm going to do it like this. Let's put this bad boy right here. Okay. Oh, I still need a piece. I still need something that is polyester. Okay. Boom. Found something. All right, where are my scissors? So when I say that it does not bleed through, it does not bleed through. So I'm going to put this on here just so that you can see that there's no ink that is going to transfer from the back of the paper onto this polyester fabric. If it was gassing off, we saw from here, right? It can gas off, go through a paper, and bind to a piece of polyester. So that if this is gassing out through the back, that means that we should have some of the print on this fabric when it's all said and done. I had to move the one that had the ink off of the placket. Ooh, hell no. That's what we're not going to do. Actually, I'll do it. I'll meet in the middle. Now, I'll probably stop it at 40. We'll stop it at 5 seconds. So we'll meet in the middle of 60 and 30. Any questions for me? This is the last demonstration, and then we're going to hop off. Actually, I will show one more of our heat tape and just demonstrating that is non-staining, non-marking, because I do see a few other people have gotten on. So I will do the demo of the heat tape, and then we will be done. What type of, oh, I let it go the full 45, y'all. My bad. What type of fabric is best for sublimation? You have to use polyester fabric. The higher the percentage, the better. So if you're able to find 100% polyester, that's going to be the best. But you can use ones that's like 65%. If you are a newbie, we have a crash course happening tomorrow, the 16th. If you are a beginner, or if you are someone that's frustrated, you've gotten all the equipment, you've been in the Blue app communities, you're tired of asking questions, you're tired of getting answers, but they're not the right answers, we have a sublimation crash course tomorrow. You will have to inbox me for information though, okay? Because that's not something that we can ship out. So I'm going to show this first. There is nothing on the back. People wonder, why is it that I am confident with putting my sublimation tumblers in my oven? Because it's not gassing out. There was no, even if sublimation was toxic, which is not, those fumes or that you guys smell, I don't really even get fumes. If it was toxic, even if it was, ours does not bleed out. So none of those gases are ever going anywhere other than to your tumbler. It does not come out the back. So if you have taped it up and you have sealed it, especially with our method, it is perfectly safe to put in your oven. Nothing is on this sheet. However, she is fully sublimated. Yes, it will be there, but you can also go to our main location. It's there already. So if you're just joining us, oh wait, I know what I was going to do. Hold on. Holy Spirit, activate. We're going to do the heat tape test one more time. And I'm going to put this heat directly to this heat tape. If you're here from the beginning, you saw me struggle when this tape was darn near melted to the fabric at 400 degrees. I struggled getting it off. Wait, hold on. I'm about to struggle now. No. Come on now. Now your first one came off. Oh, wait. There it is. Couldn't get to it. I have no nails. I didn't have to use my teeth this time. Non-staining, non-marking. Guys, I promise you it exists. I don't put out any product. When you are getting tape from that A to Z, that orange place, that A to Z, or that orange and black, they don't care. They're not testing. They're just putting it out there. When you're ordering from us, I don't put out anything. Nothing that you're going to find in our shop, nothing at all, hasn't been fully tested by me personally. And I've had others tested. So when I go and I say, hey, there is a tape that does not leave stains, I can't speak for the other stuff that you have purchased. I can't speak for those companies. But I know the company that I run and everything that we have tested and where we purchase ours from, that we pay good money for ours. In the grand scheme of reselling and buying and getting it made from the manufacturer. Ours is probably a little bit more expensive than some of the others, but it's due to the quality. If you want cheap tape, you're going to get cheap results that's going to stain. So while ours might be a little bit more than what you're going to find on that A to Z location, our tape does what it's supposed to do. It's going to hold down your substrate. It's going to not stain your items. You're not going to ruin them. I've done tons and tons and tons and tons of tumblers. Here is a mug. Tape was put directly to this mug here and underneath the handle. It does not transfer. So it's not just in fabrics. For things that are coated, it will not transfer. It does not stain. Okay? As far as the markings that you might get on your tumbler, or you may see the impression of like the tape and things like that, that is your paper. So when you combine that cheap tape, or even if you use our tape with your not so great paper, because that paper bleeds through the back, and like the back part of it bleeds, whatever's on the outside of that is going to transfer through that paper, because that paper, it doesn't have a barrier. It doesn't have a block. So the adhesive from the tape, the impression from the tape is basically transferring through that really thin paper onto your substrate. This is why when you guys go and you overlap it, you have that strip of color. Or if you put tape across, you're seeing where the tape is. That is due to your paper, not just the tape. You can take, honestly speaking, tape. It probably wouldn't, because ours doesn't release any type of dyes. So it's going to be minimal compared to what you have now. But it's more so that paper that you are using that's causing those issues on your tumblers, your soft substrates, and your shirts and things of that nature. Okay. Now we're not, can you sub faux leather? No. Okay. I'm not going to say no. Can you? Yes. Will it look great when you first sublimate it? Yes. Over time, though, because it is not designed to lock in those sublimation gases, over time, it is going to blur. It's going to blur out. And it's not going to be as sharp. So you'll see people that will sublimate to it, but ask them to let you see that same substrate a month later, 3 months later, 6 months later. Now, there are some, it's not really a faux, they call it a faux leather, but the ones that are sublimation ready, let me see. Do I have one? Okay, so let's say the ones like this that are sublimation ready. It's made to kind of mimic like a leather, but you'll notice this is totally different. Like this is leather back here. This will end up melting down. Like, you'll see the impressions. When you're looking at this, because it's smooth, it's completely smooth. This is truly a man-made product. So it's going to take differently and you're not going to have that blur out. But this is made to look like it, but it's really not leather. It looked like this. Were you using 400 degrees, 60 seconds? All right, I wasn't planning on doing another demo, but we can do this. I'm just going to do just a regular pattern on here. I'm not going to do like a whole design, okay? So if y'all give me a second, I will print out that sheet. Oh, I forgot. Silhouette Studio had shut down on me. So you got to give me a second, okay? You got a Cricut first and last try. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Meaning you print it from Cricut Design Space? Oh, you use the Cricut heat press, the automatic one or an easy press? This is 7 and 15. 15 by 16. Well, 15 over 16. And this is 3.5. Okay. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to try and policy. I mean, Janet, unfortunately, I cannot mention, the one that you had. Oh, snap. Y'all are on my floor now. Janet, the company that you have posted, I'm of no assistance. I've had quite a few people, though, that will come my way asking for assistance with that because they assume that was the greatest in the world, and they're running into some little issues. Our paper does not do that. Our paper, we have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of videos where we have done tumblers, okay? And it's always perfect. It does not leave any type of particles on there. Only time we've gotten particles is when we've used our ink, but we are using copy paper. So I'll show you that. Give me a second and I'll show you that example, okay? All right, so let's go over here. I'm just going to set this up. Copy. We're going to come over here and let's do. All right, let's see. How can I get you guys? Okay, well, I'm going to move this. Whoa, Jesus Christ. I forgot all about that. All right, hold on. I'm going to try and bring y'all over here so y'all can see. Don't mind my little junky space back there. All right, you're going to have to look at it from this angle, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so an easy press, if you did not have even pressure, it may have caused some issues. But as far as it burning, I'm not sure why you would have that. But definitely recommend, looking into at least an entry level heat press. Okay, so we're going to offset. That's going to be my bleed area. I'm going to take I normally don't stretch, but this is just regular, like regular shapes. I'm gonna actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add one more. Okay, so this is actually outside of my print area right now. So I want to bring this. Okay. I am satisfied with that. We're going to put this here. And I think what I have loaded right now is 13 by 19 paper. Uh-oh. Okay. So I'm going to go print. Oh, I forgot the power surge. Okay, I'm going to have to do this in a different video because I don't want you guys to be here. I don't want this to be unnecessarily long. I need to go restart the printer because it's been kind of windy here and the power went out right before I went live. So I have to turn that printer back on, and it's in the other room. So I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to do it right now, unfortunately. All right. So I will come back later on and I will do that demo. Okay. But if there are no other questions, I thank you guys so very much for watching. Hopefully this was informative for you. Make sure that you follow, you like, you refer us to a friend. We do have the end of year sublimation crash course. We're also going to have an end of year silhouette crash course and cameo crash course coming up as well. So be sure to check those things out. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.